Nobody tells you this, but the person you are in 5 years is already being decided. Not by some future dramatic choice, but by the small, quiet ones you're making today, the ones that feel like nothing at the time. Most people wake up and surrender their day before it even begins. The alarm screams, and they reach for the phone. They scroll through other people's lives before they've even asked what they want from their own. The world hands them a script for the day. Emails, notifications, other people's emergencies, and they follow it. They react. They survive. But they do not build. And then they lie in bed at night with a vague sense that time is moving. But they are not. I used to search for the reason. I looked at talent, at timing, at luck. It never explained anything. The real answer was much simpler, and it was hiding in plain sight. Success isn't something you find. It's something you build, and you build it with small, simple disciplines, daily habits, the kind that are so quiet, so simple, that most people dismiss them as unimportant. They think the secret must be louder, more complicated. But it isn't. If you're tired of feeling like you're drifting, if you know there's more in you than what you're currently living, then this isn't about motivation. It's about mechanics. It's about the quiet, daily rituals that separate a life of intention from a life of reaction. And it starts with one stone. The first habit: plan your day before it begins. Never start your morning until it's finished. This doesn't mean a rigid, color-coded schedule that stresses you out. It means clarity. Most people aren't lazy. They're unplanned. They wake up and react to whatever screams loudest. They chase the buzz of busyness and call it progress. But they're only drifting. The difference between being busy and being productive is a plan. A plan isn't a cage. It's freedom. It turns time from an enemy that's always slipping away into an ally you work with. It takes 10 minutes, at night before you sleep, or in the morning, before the noise starts. In that quiet, ask yourself one question: what truly matters tomorrow? Not 30 tasks. 3 non-negotiable things that would make the day feel like a victory if you completed them. Write them down. Ink on paper turns a wish into a command. It gives your subconscious mind clear orders. When you do this, you don't just command your schedule. You calm your spirit. You erase that morning confusion, that fog of what should I do first. You wake up with a mission, not with madness. There is a quiet power in being the person who is ahead, not the one forever catching up. So tonight, before you sleep, take those 10 minutes. Put your flag in the soil of your time before the world tries to claim it. The second habit is to feed your mind with wisdom, not noise. Your mind is a filter. It decides how you interpret everything that happens to you, what you believe is possible, what you expect from others. Leave it untended.
and weeds will grow. Doubt, fear, cynicism. Feed it junk, endless scrolling, gossip, mindless noise, and you will live a life that feels like junk.
Full of bad choices and wasted potential. I used to think I had no time to read, to learn, but I always had time for noise. It was never about time. It was about what I valued. You have to feed your mind like it's your most important asset. Because it is. Read what challenges you, not just what entertains you. Listen to ideas that lift you, not chatter that drowns you. Start small. 10 pages a day, that's it. From a book that grows you on anything you want to strengthen. 10 pages feels like nothing. But over a year, that's over 3,600 pages. That's 10 to 15 books of new ideas. Most people haven't read that much since they were teenagers. Here's the simple truth. If you want your life to get better, your thinking has to get better first. When your thinking improves, your choices improve. When your choices improve, your results improve. Better results mean better everything. Income, relationships, peace. Make it a ritual. As non-negotiable as brushing your teeth. Motivation fades. Wisdom anchors. The third habit is to move your body. Not for a mirror, for momentum. We talk about dreams and goals, but if your body is tired, weak, neglected, even the best dreams stay on the shelf. Your mind needs a strong vessel to carry it. Your spirit needs energy to lift the weight of your ambition. Discipline with your health is discipline with your future. You cannot pull them apart. This isn't about a 2-hour gym session. It's about deliberate motion. Every day. A walk, a stretch, a few push-ups, a dance in your living room. Whatever you can do, do it. Then do it again tomorrow. Movement breathes life into your momentum. And momentum is what creates motivation. You don't wait to feel motivated to move. You move to create the motivation. Treat your body like a performance machine, not a storage closet. Feed it well. Rest it deeply, move it daily. You'll be stunned by how much clearer your thoughts become, how much more certainty you speak with when your body feels alive. Success isn't only mental, it's physical. When your body is strong, everything else rises with it. The fourth habit is to review your goals every single day. A goal forgotten is a dream buried alive. Most people don't fail because they don't set goals. They fail because they forget them. They write them down once, feel a spark, then hide the list in a drawer. Out of sight, out of mind. Then distractions, doubts, and the noise of the world push that goal further away until it disappears. What changed for me was this. Every morning, before the world spoke into my head, I looked at my goals. I read them. I pictured them. I felt them. In that quiet moment, I remembered who I was and where I was heading. Goals are not tasks. They are targets. If you don't aim every day, you drift every week. Pick your top 3 goals. Big or small, it doesn't matter. Starting tomorrow, read them out loud every morning. Let the words hit your eyes and ears. Speak them until you believe them. Believe them until you chase them. The more you see them, the more you feel them. The more you feel them, the more you act on them. The future belongs to those who prepare for it one day at a time. The fifth habit is to practice gratitude with intention, not as a yearly feeling, as a daily discipline. What you focus on grows. Focus on what's wrong, and it multiplies. Focus on what you lack, and the emptiness expands. But when you focus on what you already have, your joy grows. Your peace grows. Your strength grows. Most people wake up counting what's missing. Then they wonder why they feel heavy. You cannot build a rich life with a bitter spirit. Train your mind to see the good, even when the road is hard. Each morning, write down 3 simple things you're grateful for. A warm bed, a hot drink, the simple chance to try again. This small habit changes your spirit. It changes your posture. When you feel grateful, you stand taller. You speak with more kindness. You draw better things toward you because people are drawn to those who lift a room, not drain it. Gratitude isn't about getting more. It's about awareness of what you already have. That awareness clears space for everything else. The 6th habit is to speak with purpose. Your words are seeds. Every time you open your mouth, you're planting something in the soil of your life. Listen to yourself. How do you talk about your life? Do you say, "I'm always tired, I can't, nothing works for me"? Those aren't just words. They're quiet contracts you sign with your future. Your life will rise or fall to meet the level of your words. This isn't about fake, sugar-coated talk. It's about choosing speech that carries purpose and vision. Words that are honest, yet hopeful. Clear, yet kind. Negative words destroy confidence faster than failure ever could. And one true word of courage can breathe life back into a dream. Make it a discipline. Speak about what you want, not what you fear. Encourage others, even when your own courage feels small. Choose words of life, not limitation. Of progress, not excuses. Your voice shapes your reality. Use your words not just to describe where you are, but to build where you're going. The 7th habit is to reflect, refine, and prepare. Every single night. Most people collapse into bed exhausted, having learned nothing from the day they just lived. So they carry the same mistakes into tomorrow. If you want to grow, you must close the loop. Take 10 minutes before you sleep. Ask yourself 3 questions. What did I do well today? What could I have done better? What will I change tomorrow? That's personal leadership. You don't get paid for your time. You get paid for the value you bring to that time. Reflection multiplies that value. Don't just reflect, refine. If today fell short, ask why. Was your plan poor? Did you give your time to the wrong things? Learn. Write it down. Adjust. Refuse to drag today's mistakes into tomorrow's fresh hours. Then, prepare. Lay out your plan for the morning. Set your intentions. Clarity at night builds confidence at dawn. These 7 habits sound simple. They are. So simple that your mind might shrug them off, looking for a more complicated secret. But here is the truth that separates dreamers from doers. What is easy to do is also heartbreakingly easy not to do. It's easy to skip the plan, easy to scroll instead of read, easy to stay sitting, easy to forget your goals, easy to focus on what you lack, easy to let careless words slip out, easy to fall into bed no wiser than when you woke up. And that is how you drift away from the life you imagined. Not in a dramatic fall, but in 1,000 tiny moments of neglect. Each one feels harmless. One missed plan, one skipped walk, one night you forget to reflect. It feels like nothing, but string them together day after day, and you wake up years later, wondering where your fire went. But the same force works in reverse. Small disciplines add up to freedom. Small choices build a life back, one sunrise at a time. You start with something so small it feels silly. You plan tomorrow. You read 10 pages. You move your body for 20 minutes. You speak your goals aloud. You name 3 things you're grateful for. You choose your words with care. You reflect on the day. And you do this not once, not when you feel like it, but day after day, until it feels as natural as breathing. That is when you look up and realize your life has changed from the inside out. You stand taller because you trust yourself again. Your mind is clearer. Your days have direction instead of chaos. You walk with a calm certainty that others can feel. This is how you become unstoppable. Not by a grand gesture, but by the quiet, daily devotion to small things. So pick one, just one habit. Start tonight, and then do it again tomorrow. The person who commands their habits doesn't need to beg for their future. They build it, quietly and surely. This is how you leave behind the version of you that drifted. This is how you build a life you are proud to stand inside. It begins with one small choice. The rest is just repetition and trust.